Hello LifeWell family, I've got a quick question for you. What state are you tuning in from today? I always love seeing where our wonderful community is joining from, so go ahead and drop it in the comments. Are you in sunny Florida, cool and crisp Oregon, or maybe right here in the heartland? Wherever you are, I'm so glad you're here with me. Now let me ask you something a little more personal. Have you ever felt like your digestion just isn't what it used to be? Maybe you're dealing with bloating, gas, or that uncomfortable fullness that sticks around long after a meal. Or maybe, like a lot of seniors I work with, you're just tired of feeling sluggish and backed up. If any of that sounds familiar, you are not alone. And here's the good news. It's not just age, and it's not something you have to live with forever. The truth is, what we eat plays a huge role in how well our digestive system works, especially after 60. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about 6 gut healing foods that can help you say goodbye to digestive issues for good. I'm talking about foods that are gentle, nourishing, and proven to support healthy digestion in older adults. These are the kinds of foods that don't just make your belly feel better. They can improve your energy, your mood, and your overall quality of life. And stay with me until the very end, because the last food on this list is something most of us already have in our pantry, but very few people realize how powerful it really is for your gut. I'm William Johnson, nutritionist and senior wellness coach, and you're watching LifeWell Seniors, where we keep things simple, science-backed, and always focused on helping you live well at every stage of life. Alright, let's get started with the first food that's bright, citrusy, and surprisingly soothing for your digestive system. Any guesses? Let's dive in. So, let me ask you this. When was the last time you enjoyed a piece of fresh fruit that actually made your stomach feel better afterward? Not just tasted good, but actually helped you feel lighter, less bloated, maybe even a little more regular the next day? If that hasn't happened in a while, well, let me introduce you to one of the most underrated gut healing fruits out there, pomelo. Now, some of you might be thinking, pomelo? Isn't that like a giant grapefruit? And yes, it kind of is. But here's what makes it stand out. Pomelo is not only sweeter and less acidic than grapefruit, but it's also packed with gut-loving fiber. And I'm talking about the good kind of fiber, soluble fiber. The kind that helps form soft, easy-to-pass stools and keeps things moving without irritating your digestive system. For seniors especially, who often deal with constipation or irregularity, this kind of fiber is a game changer. And here's something even better. Pomelo contains digestive enzymes that support your body's natural ability to break down food. So if you've noticed lately that certain meals sit a little heavier than they used to, or that bloated feeling just hangs around after dinner, this fruit could be a gentle, natural way to get relief. There's actual research behind this too. One study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging found that older adults who regularly consumed citrus fruits like pomelo experienced fewer episodes of bloating, improved stool consistency, and even a more balanced gut microbiome. That's because the soluble fiber in citrus feeds the good bacteria in your digestive tract, what we call prebiotic fiber. And when your gut bacteria are happy, everything else just works better. Your digestion, your energy, even your immune system. Now, I want to make this real for you. Let's say it's after dinner and you're feeling just a little too full. Instead of reaching for a sugary dessert or skipping a snack altogether, try peeling a few slices of fresh pomelo. The act of peeling it is kind of relaxing in itself, and the light sweetness doesn't overwhelm your system like a heavy treat might. You can also segment it and toss it into a salad, mix it with avocado and spinach, or even blend it into a smoothie if you prefer something cool and hydrating. But, as with anything, we've got to be smart about it. Here's a quick heads up. Pomelo, like grapefruit, may interact with some medications, especially certain cholesterol drugs like statins. So if you're on prescription meds, please check with your doctor or pharmacist before adding this one to your regular routine. Better safe than sorry, right? Now let's talk about how to make it stick. Because trying something once isn't the same as building a healthy habit. If you want to start seeing the real digestive benefits of pomelo, aim to have it 2 to 3 times a week. You don't need to eat a whole fruit each time. Just a few slices after dinner or as part of your lunch can be enough. Make it part of your routine, just like brushing your teeth or having your morning cup of tea. And hey, let's take a quick pause here. I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried pomelo before? Did you grow up eating it, or is this a new one for you? Drop a 1 in the comments if it's something you already enjoy, or a 2 if you're thinking about giving it a try this week. I read every comment, and I love hearing about your food stories. Alright, are you ready for the next food that's probably already sitting on your counter? It's soft, comforting, and your gut absolutely loves it. Yep, we're talking bananas. Stick with me, because this next one is a senior-friendly staple with powerful benefits. Food number 2, bananas. Now, before you think, Oh, I already eat bananas. Stay with me, because there's more going on with this everyday fruit than most people realize. Especially when it comes to digestion after 60. So let me ask you, have you ever had one of those days where your stomach just feels off? Maybe a little bloated, maybe constipated, maybe just sluggish? It happens more often as we get older, and it's not always about what you did, sometimes, it's what your body needs. And bananas might just be the answer. Here's why: bananas are rich in something called resistant starch, particularly when they're just slightly green. And what makes resistant starch special is that it doesn't get digested in your small intestine. Instead, it feeds the good bacteria in your colon. Think of it like fertilizer for your gut garden. When your good bacteria are thriving, your digestion gets smoother, your immune system stays stronger, and your belly feels, well, a whole lot more balanced. On top of that, bananas are packed with potassium, which doesn't just help your heart and muscles, it helps the smooth muscle in your intestines contract properly. That means better bowel movements, less bloating, and fewer of those frustrating backed up mornings. And this isn't just theory. A study in Frontiers in Microbiology found that folks who ate bananas regularly had more stable gut microbiomes, better bowel habits, and reported less gas and discomfort. Seniors in particular saw noticeable improvements in regularity and digestion within just a few weeks. Now, I've had clients tell me, "William, I've been eating bananas my whole life, what's different now?" And I always say, it's not about whether you eat them. It's about how and when. If you're used to the super ripe, spotty bananas, those are great, but slightly green bananas give you more resistant starch and less sugar. So they're ideal if you're watching your blood sugar or just want longer lasting energy. How can you include bananas in your routine without getting bored? Easy. Add slices to your oatmeal, blend half a banana into your morning smoothie, or pair one with a handful of nuts for a balanced snack. And if chewing a concern, bananas are soft, gentle, and super easy to digest, perfect for aging teeth and sensitive stomachs. But as always, I want to give you a heads up. If you're managing diabetes, make sure to pair bananas with some protein or healthy fat, like almond butter or Greek yogurt. That helps slow sugar absorption and keeps your energy levels more stable. Alright, now it's time to check in with you. If you're already eating bananas daily and you're feeling the benefits, drop a 6 in the comments below. But if today's the day you're saying, "Okay William, I'm going to give this a shot," go ahead and comment 11. Let's make this real. Let's make this a habit. Because it's not just about knowing the right foods, it's about doing something with that knowledge. Right? And hey, if you're still watching right now, I see you. You're committed. You're learning. And that tells me you're ready to feel better. Stronger. Healthier. Food number 3, leafy greens. Let me tell you a quick story. A few months ago, I was chatting with a gentleman named Carl. He's 76 and sharp as a tack. But he told me, "William, my stomach hasn't felt quite right in a while. Nothing dramatic, just not great. I feel heavy after meals, and sometimes I don't go for a couple of days." Sound familiar? I asked him what his typical plate looked like. And guess what? There wasn't a single leafy green in sight. That's where today's food comes in, leafy greens like spinach, kale, collards, Swiss chard, or even simple lettuce. They may not be flashy, but they're one of the most powerful gut-boosting foods we can eat. Especially after 60. Here's why: leafy greens are rich in insoluble fiber, which acts like a broom for your digestive tract. It helps move things along, keeping your system clean and regular. That alone can make a world of difference when it comes to reducing constipation, bloating, and that sluggish, off feeling many of us know all too well. They also deliver magnesium, which is critical for your digestive muscles to contract and relax properly. When you're low on magnesium, digestion slows down, and so does everything else. Many older adults are unknowingly deficient, so adding greens is a natural way to fill the gap. And there's something else you might not know: leafy greens contain flavonoids, a plant compound that slows digestion just enough to help your body absorb more nutrients and feel full longer. Research in Appetite Journal even shows they may help regulate appetite and promote more balanced digestion. So what's the best way to add these into your routine? You don't need to eat a giant bowl of raw kale every day. Let's be realistic. Start small. Add spinach to your scrambled eggs. Toss a handful of arugula onto your sandwich or mix baby greens into a warm soup. If chewing a concern, try lightly steaming collards or sautéing spinach with a little olive oil and garlic. Delicious, soft, and full of flavor. And here's a bonus: cooked greens are actually easier for your body to absorb nutrients from. So if you've struggled with salads in the past, you're not missing out by going with something warm. Just one word of caution: if you're on blood thinners like warfarin, speak with your doctor before making big changes to your intake of vitamin K-rich foods like leafy greens. No need to avoid them, just aim for consistency and stay in communication with your healthcare provider. Now, let's turn it back to you. Are leafy greens already on your plate most days? If they are, go ahead and comment 17 below. I love hearing what's already working for you. But if you're thinking of trying greens again, maybe in a new way this week, drop a 22. This is your chance to take a simple step with a big payoff. Alright, we're moving right along. Next up? Food number 4 is naturally sweet, super comforting, and a gut-friendly favorite in so many homes. Stick with me, you're going to love this one. Food number 4, sweet potatoes. Now this one's a personal favorite. Not just because they taste amazing, but because they bring something to the table that's often missing in a senior's diet: gentle, gut-friendly fiber that doesn't upset the stomach. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine sitting down to a warm, baked sweet potato. It's soft, a little sweet, and comforting in that old-fashioned, home-cooked way. But it's also doing serious work behind the scenes in your digestive system. Sweet potatoes are rich in soluble fiber, which helps soften stool and improve bowel movements without being harsh. That's a big deal if you've ever dealt with constipation, irregularity, or even loose stools that make life unpredictable. Soluble fiber slows digestion just enough to help your body absorb nutrients better and keep blood sugar stable, something especially important for older adults. And it's not just about fiber. Sweet potatoes are loaded with vitamin A in the form of beta-carotene, which supports your gut lining. That's the protective barrier that keeps harmful bacteria and toxins out, while letting nutrients in. A healthy gut lining means better digestion, better immunity, and yes, better comfort after you eat. What's more, sweet potatoes contain potassium, which helps balance fluids in the digestive tract and reduces bloating. Ever feel like your belly puffs up for no reason? Potassium helps prevent that by keeping sodium levels in check. Let me share a quick story. I had a client named Joanne. She's 71, and she told me she was tired of feeling tight in the belly after every dinner. We swapped her white rice for roasted sweet potatoes a few nights a week. Not only did her digestion improve, but she said, "I don't feel stuffed anymore. I feel satisfied." So how can you enjoy sweet potatoes without getting bored? You've got plenty of options. Roast them in wedges with olive oil and a pinch of cinnamon. Mash them with a little yogurt for creaminess and gut-friendly probiotics. Or bake one and top it with sautéed greens for a double punch of gut-healing power. And if mornings are your challenge? Try this: mix mashed sweet potato into oatmeal with a sprinkle of nutmeg. It's warm, filling, and gentle on the stomach. One tip: if you're just adding sweet potatoes into your routine, go slow. Fiber is amazing, but if your body's not used to it, you want to give your gut time to adjust. Start with a small portion and work your way up over the week. Now I've got a question for you: have sweet potatoes been a part of your meals lately? Or is this the nudge you needed to bring them back? If they're already on your plate and doing you good, drop a 33 in the comments. But if you're thinking, "Okay, I'm giving this one a go," then type 44. I read every one of your comments, and I love knowing which of these tips you're excited to try. And hey, if this is helping you so far, do me a small favor. Hit that like button. It helps get this content to more folks who need it, just like you. And of course, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss our next senior-friendly health tip. Food number 5, oatmeal. Before we get into this next one, if you're finding value in today's video, do yourself a favor and click that subscribe button right now. This channel is all about helping you feel stronger, move better, and enjoy life more after 60, and every week, we're bringing new tips just like these to support your health journey. So go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Alright, let's talk oatmeal. Now, I know some folks think of oatmeal as just mushy breakfast food, but the truth is, it's one of the best foods out there for gut health, especially as we get older. Oatmeal is rich in soluble fiber, specifically something called beta-glucan. This type of fiber forms a soft gel as it moves through your digestive tract, which helps everything glide along more easily. That means less constipation, fewer stomach aches, and a digestive system that just feels, well, more comfortable. But here's something most people don't know: oats are also a prebiotic food. And that's a big deal. Prebiotics are what the good bacteria in your gut feed on. So when you eat oatmeal, you're not just nourishing yourself, you're feeding the beneficial microbes that support your immune system, brain health, and digestion. In fact, a study from the British Journal of Nutrition found that adults who consumed oats regularly had better microbial diversity in their gut and reported fewer digestive complaints overall. That's pretty amazing for something that takes just a few minutes to make. Let me tell you about one of my longtime clients, Sarah. She's 72 and had been struggling with bloating and irregularity for years. We made one small change: oatmeal for breakfast a few times a week. Nothing fancy. Just oats with sliced banana and a dash of cinnamon. And within 2 weeks? She said, "William, I feel lighter, my belly isn't bothering me anymore." That's the kind of difference the right foods can make. Now, when you're picking out oats, go for the real deal, old-fashioned or steel cut. Skip the flavored packets that are full of added sugar and artificial stuff. You can flavor it yourself with fresh fruit, nuts, a little yogurt, or even a drizzle of honey if you like it sweet. Or if savory is more your thing, try topping it with a soft egg and some sautéed spinach. Trust me, it's delicious and super filling. And if chewing is a concern, especially for folks with dental issues, you can cook oats down until they're super soft, or prep them overnight in the fridge so they're ready to go in the morning. No cooking needed. Here's a little challenge for you: if oatmeal is already part of your breakfast routine, type 31 in the comments so I know you're ahead of the game. And if you're thinking of giving it a try this week, just type 32. I'd love to see how many of us are making small changes that lead to big improvements. And hey, if you've got a go-to oatmeal combo you love, share it in the comments. I'm always looking for new ideas to pass along to our LifeWell community. Food number 6, whole grain toast. And hey, before we dig into this last one, if you've been enjoying these tips so far and want more content just like this, take a second to subscribe to the channel. I'm here every week with down-to-earth, practical advice to help you feel better, move easier, and enjoy this season of life with confidence. Just hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss what's next. Alright, let's talk toast. But not just any toast, whole grain toast. Now, I know toast might not sound exciting at first. But hear me out, because the kind of bread you choose every morning can either support your digestion or slow it down. Whole grain toast is one of the simplest and most effective gut-friendly swaps you can make. Unlike white bread, which is stripped of fiber and nutrients, whole grain bread contains all parts of the grain, the bran, germ, and endosperm. That means more fiber, more B vitamins, and more of those natural compounds that keep your gut running like it should. One of the biggest benefits for seniors? Regularity. The insoluble fiber in whole grains adds bulk to your stool and helps food move through the digestive system at a healthy pace. That can reduce constipation, bloating, and that heavy, sluggish feeling after meals. And here's a surprising fact: whole grains also help feed short-chain fatty acid-producing bacteria in the colon. These short-chain fatty acids, or SCFAs, help reduce inflammation and improve gut lining integrity, which is especially important as we age and our digestive system becomes more sensitive. There's even research from the British Journal of Nutrition showing that people who eat more whole grains have better microbial diversity in their gut, and that's a key marker of overall digestive and immune health. Now let me give you something practical: not all wheat bread is created equal. When you're shopping, look for 100% whole grain or 100% whole wheat on the label. If the first ingredient says enriched flour, it's not what we're going for. So how do you turn whole grain toast into a gut-loving meal? Well, pair it with an egg for protein, or top it with avocado for that magnesium-potassium boost we talked about earlier. Even a smear of almond butter with a few banana slices on top? That's a fiber-packed breakfast your gut will thank you for. One more thing, this isn't just about breakfast. Whole grain toast can be a great base for lunch or a light dinner, too. Add turkey and greens, or make a warm open-faced sandwich with sautéed veggies. Simple, nourishing, and easy to digest. So let me ask you, what kind of bread are you keeping in your kitchen right now? Are you already team whole grain, or is this the sign you've been waiting for to make the switch? Drop a 66 in the comments if you've already made the change, or a 77 if you're ready to swap it into your morning routine this week. And if you've got a favorite toast topping, share that too. I'd love to get some new ideas from this amazing community. We've now covered 6 powerful, gut-friendly foods that can help transform digestion after 60, and in the final section, I'm going to show you how to pull it all together into a real routine. Because knowing the what is one thing, but knowing how to actually make it part of your life? That's where the magic happens. Stick with me, we're almost there, and the final piece might just be the most important part of all. And there we have it, my friends, 6 everyday, gut-healing foods that can truly make a difference in how you feel, especially after 60. Let's take a quick moment to recap what we've learned today. We started with pomelo, a citrus powerhouse that supports digestion and reduces bloating. Then moved on to bananas, with their natural prebiotics and potassium that keep your gut calm and your muscles relaxed. Leafy greens, loaded with fiber and magnesium, helping to support regularity and nourish your microbiome. Sweet potatoes, one of my personal favorites, rich in fiber and soothing to the digestive tract. Then we looked at oatmeal, the breakfast classic that's not only heart healthy but also feeds the good bacteria in your gut. And finally, whole grain toast, the simple swap that can transform your daily digestion and support long-term health. Each of these foods is easy to find, gentle on your stomach, and most importantly, effective. But here's the key, it's not about trying to add them all at once. Start small. Pick one or two that feel doable, and build from there. The truth is, digestive issues don't have to be just part of getting older. You have more control than you think. And with just a few changes to your plate, you can feel lighter, more comfortable, and more confident in your body again. Now, before we wrap up, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for spending your time here with me today. I know how valuable your time is, and it means the world that you're investing in your health and well-being. If today's episode helped you in any way, if it sparked an idea, gave you a little motivation, or even made you feel less alone on your journey, please take a moment to do 3 small things that make a big impact. Like this video, it helps us reach more seniors who need this kind of support. Share it with a friend or loved one who's been dealing with digestive issues, they might find exactly what they've been looking for. And of course, subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell. That way, you'll never miss our next episode packed with simple, science-backed tips to help you stay strong, mobile, and full of life. This is William Johnson with LifeWell Seniors, reminding you that it's never too late to take better care of your body, nourish your gut, and live with energy and purpose. Small steps, taken consistently, really do add up. Until next time, take care of yourself, be kind to your body, and remember, you've got this. See you in the next video.